Alright guys, I am here with Kayden, the originator for the Latinx princesses and the Majestics. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely. Tell me more about the superhero theme that you have with the princesses, the Majestics, and more about them.
Absolutely. So this is a new series. This is the Majestics Native and Latina princesses. So I'm really happy to bring in her to Comic-Con. They've never been here before. And I have a space princess, Novi, witch princess, Alora, and Mashika is my Aztec princess.
Yes, tell me more about the inspiration for it. I know you're basing it off of Latinx culture, so just delve in for our audiences who aren't familiar.
So Mashika is my Aztec princess. She comes, of course, from Mexico, originally Mexico, from Aztec civilization. And she's just really fun. They're princess adventures, and so it's a little bit different than the princesses that we grew up with at the Disney, which is fine. I love the Disney princesses. But it's a little bit of new world building, and obviously different skin colors. There's no prince to save them. They go on their own adventures, like them and their little mascot, their little pet. They go out and be like, okay, I need to solve 3 riddles, I can do it. Okay, I need to strategize and do this, I can do it. And there's a lot of little tests that I think as us as girls or just as individuals, we get it growing up without even knowing it.
Exactly. And then you have a few princes coming out, and then Luna's coming, and then what did I research? Macabre, yes. What can we expect for those graphic novels that haven't been released yet?
They get smarter and smarter, I realize. So I print them in the order that I wrote them, so I kind of got smarter, which is great. I'm very happy about that. But Macabre is my death princess, and so that's with reincarnation. But it's the story of you're in a hotel, which is the reincarnation land, and then you're here on Earth, which is you're a student, right? Because that's all we do here is we learn. So it's a little bit out there, but still it's a nice kid story. At the end of the day, it is a story. It's a little princess story. And then the other one is Swan, which is my water princess.
Yes. What about more? Tell me more about Swan.
So Swan's really cute. They're all cute. But Swan's really cute. Pretty much the glaciers have melted, so the water levels rose, and we adapted so we can live underwater now. So that's the setup of it. And so she takes a test in school. She ends up getting a perfect test, so that means technically now she's going to be the next president of the whole world. And so pirates steal her accidentally. It's all these little things. She's like, sure, of course. But this princess, so she goes on an adventure with her little seal, trying to get back and trying to figure out who actually stole her at the end of the day. And she, takes her reign as the president.
Nice. How is this group, the Majestics, going to be different from A La Brava, the other group that you previously wrote about?
So A La Brava is my superheroes, and there are social injustices. So they're very grounded, and they're a little bit darker toned because they're social injustices in themselves. And so these are not. This is a younger audiences, so just all ages. And they're princesses, they're adventurers. They don't fight because they are princesses, but they do strategize and they do use their mind. Very Home Alone in that sense.
Any future team-ups with the both groups, or do you want to keep them separate?
Right now they're kind of separate, but I do have little Easter eggs in my princesses in regards to the superheroes content, so they will be crossing over. I don't know how or why, because it doesn't make sense, but it's going to happen.
Awesome. How important is it that you are basically the first Latinx superhero group representing here? How important is that for you?
I think it's really important to have representation, regardless if it was me or somebody else. Our first comic was in 1939, right, with Superman. It's just okay, X amount of years had passed, and we still don't have a Latino superhero team. We don't have a Latino princess team. And the reason is why not? And the reason is because they haven't given it to us. And so we do need to create it ourselves, and that is what I'm here myself and all my Latina artists are doing.
Yeah, I was about to bring up, you have an all Latinx artist team too. How was that collaboration on the art styles for each specific character, and the collaboration between what your ideas were for these characters and then what options that they brought forward when they were coming up with these?
They're really amazing artists. I'm very fortunate to have them as my artist team. Both of them, they're very different sets of artists and different tones as well, so they do bring their own tone, of course, right, because they have their own style. We stick to a little bit of the same tone board because they all kind of do need to look alike, but at the end of the day, each artist brings their own flavor to it, and they bring their own angles, and anything that just helps improve it and brings it up, I'm all for.
Awesome. And then where can everyone purchase these amazing graphic novels if they're not here at Comic-Con?
At LatinaSuperheroes.com, and then there's a little tab that says shop.
All right, thank you so much. Bye. I gotta say, I was really excited to interview you. Just because, I'm half Mexican, half Panamanian, and so when I was reading, I'm how is it that you're the only superhero Latinx group here?
Yeah.